Hi, hello. We're doing more trails. Let's just get started as soon as it loads up. Please. I love having things selected properly and they just like... OBS doesn't really realize they exist for a second there. Just doesn't quite get it. But it's fine. We still need to find the reporter and photographer, wherever the hell they are, because I assume they're in town. But before we do that, we do have side quests. So... let's take a look at that. Let's see. Grab a new monster. Ferocious monster been sighted along the trail behind Revenue Village. Must be sought out and exterminated ASP. From details, see me in the village. Where? Though. Revenue Village. Well, there's the mine. So I assume it's out west. But I do love the lack of detail there. Just like, you know, just come to the village. Where is that? See if I can't get some better items though before we head out, because we do have a decent amount of money now. That is a considerable upgrade for Estelle, which is tempting. But also, goddamn, Shara, do you want to not die? That seems like a better investment. Okay. Let's equip that, sell the old thing. There we go. Now I can sell at least 2 of the armor vests. I would want to keep the last one in case Mr. Man comes into our party again, which I hope he doesn't. Because he is like a terribly written stereotype. Especially in this game. He was like, okay-ish in Cold Steel because he was like a little more fleshed out and he wasn't all about that. But, God, in this game, it's not great. But yeah, let's see. Can almost afford the Stun Rod. It's also, okay, so that's an upgrade of 13 for Estelle, 14 for Joshua, and 11 for Shara. So definitely not Shara as our priority here. It's not much of a difference, but still. I mean, I could... how am I doing on restoratives? Because I might want to prioritize that. I think I'm doing kind of bad, actually. Yeah, unfortunately. I should prioritize buying some ingredients. So, I want to go to the general store. That's the orbment spot. Where is the general store? It's not down here. This is the exit. Oh, right, duh, because we want to go back to the market. It's not like a regular general store. So that'd be... that's a magazine stand, which isn't quite right. Did you have... you have hardware, which is interesting. I'm kind of in love with this. Laundry pole turned weapon. Ingenious or pathetic. Paring knives used by pro chefs, and sometimes in domestic disputes. Oh no. I love that this is all just like regular essential items that just somehow still... oh, that tempts me so much. I feel like that there has to be, like, some appeal to using them besides just, like, isn't it silly? Because we don't see the items, or we don't see the weapons change, I don't think, in battle. Maybe there's something to that, but that's a little bit tempting. Oh, right, duh. Hi, Kazik! The ingredients are down here. The studio's getting, his ear torn off about... I'm like blanking on the actual expression somehow. he was getting a talking to. I have ingredients, just apparently not the right ones to make any of this. Maybe it's another guy? What do you got? I suppose you probably do have... well, you have food. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Yeah, he has some food, and then also... So what do I need specifically? Because primarily... No, HP plus KO cure for all. Damn. Sit down. I can assume that means we can only use it, like, outside of battle. To go. Or no, actually, that might be, like, we eat it on the spot. Versus this, we can store in our inventory. Why is it just heals HP? Like, I guess it's... Oh, no, because it lists it here. Yeah. Somehow I forgot. Yeah, Sweet Sponge Cake is gonna be the big thing here. Because Maple Cookie healing 80 is... it's useful in some situations, but... yeah, so we're gonna need flour, egg, sugar, milk. I think it's about even for each, I didn't really check. Flour. Eggs. Oh, it actually lists it on the side. That's really cute. Look at that. Like, I have to scroll over it, but it shows you how much
From way downtown.
From way downtown. I wish Cold Steel did this, because this is really nice. There's milk, eggs, flour. What's the last thing? Sugar. Oh. Maybe I should just do it like this, like a normal person. There we go. It's a lot of money, but it's really worth it. Actually having healing items on hand is gonna be nice, and not for, you know, a king's ransom. This is also tempting, though. Because I don't think... Oh, this is actually used in a recipe. Weird. You know? Sure. I guess it is just... regular rice. I just assumed it was like, you know, cooked rice, that kind of thing. Or maybe it's just like, you know, something you would add and it's already been... Yeah, whatever. Who knows what this fantasy world is doing with its recipes. These are all for sure ingredients, okay. It's funky, though. Oh, you know what I should do? I currently have, cheese risotto, sweet sponge cake, and maple cookie unlocked, so I'm just gonna eat everything else that I haven't already. Because, like... Well, I should probably just wait until I have a chance to use them in battle and just, like, take that opportunity. Damn dirty bracer. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, let's make a ton of sponge cakes. Come on. Oh, can I not make... Oh, because I don't have enough flour. Or, no. No, I misread that somehow. Because I'm a clown. Oh, yeah, you need 5 flour per... Okay, so you need 50 for 10. Yeah, 50. Oh, you've been established as self-success at cooking. Yeah, I know. But maybe in this short time that we've been out, she's improved slightly. She hasn't. Yeah, we need, 39. How much is that? That's fine. Let's do that. I'm pretty god. Also, hi, Starfall. It's true. I am a nerd. Yeah, that's gonna keep us safe for a while. So I think that should be good. And we need to leave eastways, I'm assuming, to get to the village. I'm assuming it's gonna be closer than the mine looks like it is. That seems to be further out. Probably just like, you get to the village, you exit the other, like the west side of it, and then you find the little trail to the mine. That kind of setup. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, 287 salvage, not bad. Yikes. Okay, that wasn't counted as a surprise attack. Nice snake over there. Should people get at least one weapon upgrade after this? Which will be nice. Oh my god. It poisons? I never would have guessed. Also got a crit coming up, which should be nice. Girl. How many can you hit with, Oh, you don't have any craft points, so... Whatever. That's pretty good, though, for a regular hit. They don't deal too much damage. And you are pretty low, I thought. No, we haven't hit you yet. We've hit you. That's the one I'm looking for. Get rid of this one before it attacks again. Now, as you do. Come on. There we go. God, I'm really hoping that fucking, Oliver doesn't turn out to be, like, a permanent party member at a later point in the game. He's just, like, an occasional temporary one, because, his writing is so bad. He was already kind of, like, in Cold Steel. But he's worse here, for sure. It's fine. They made him, like, the weird, like... Uh-oh, predatory bye man kind of stereotype. And it's like, Are we sure about that one? But oh well, at least we have Estelle and Joshua, and they're definitely not gonna have a romance later in the series. I'm just gonna block that one out when it happens. We're gonna skip over it. I'm gonna do a complete rewrite fanfiction. Actually. Front Pass, Revenue Village. It's really tempting to go over here. Did I have something over there, actually? Because it sounds familiar. Playboy Philanthropy. I understand what you meant. But... yeah, that's close enough to philanthropist. Okay, yeah, Muller. I mean, wasn't Muller the, wasn't that his, like, first in command, like, kind of... It must not be if you're saying that. I must be misremembering his name. What was I gonna do? Right, I was gonna check my quests. Just to make sure. Just need to go to... Estelle and Joshua relationship is more natural than Elise and Reen. That's good, at least. I just wish they weren't, you know... Bodyguard, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, babysitter's more accurate. I liked that dynamic because it was funny. Like, his writing still is a little, like... uncomfortable, but... When he was just, like, a regular old, like... he's flirty, and this guy has to, like, keep on a short leash, I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's funny. I still... Listen. Elise and Reen is better by virtue of not being incredibly uncomfortable. Yeah, we just need ingredients for this, which I assume these are like monster drops. First monster, known as the King Scorpion. I might already have those drops anyway. East Coast Highway, and this is not the place to go for that. Nibble Valley. That was the place I went initially. Master Cryon couldn't be the one that I fought when I was like going to town initially. Thunderquake on the West Bowes Highway. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that now. We got this one to deal with. That's good to keep in mind. Alright, good its ass. Come on, Josh. One thing I do really miss, quality of life-wise, from Cold Steel is that I didn't have to, like, mouse over and select the enemy, you know? At least in Renu's kind of in your face about it and then one-sided. That, yeah, no, I do get that. That is very fair. I wish they would, like, ease off a bit, like, he's so oblivious, because, like, I get it, but it's like a painfully overdone trope. But at least they were, like, sweet, and they had a good dynamic in general. Like, not necessarily, like, romantic dynamic specifically, but, like, they got along and supported each other, and it wasn't, like, you know, Elise needs him, but she does nothing for him, you know? That a lot of JRPGs kind of do. Like, they're strong allies, that kind of thing. I appreciated that much. They definitely shoved it in your face a lot for their supposedly, you know, supposedly you had a choice of who you wanted Reen to romance. You don't. Oh, the part of me is grateful that there's a, like, clearly canon intended pairing, considering some of the options were, bad. Some of the alternatives sucked. I feel like someone on the writing team had to be, like, making Reen and Crow intentionally a little... Like, it's not just... I know it's not just me. They're kinda... Oh god. Like, for as much as... I'm so split on Crow, because I like him a lot in, like, almost every aspect of his character, like his writing as someone who is, like, from a, area? Whatever you want to call it. Country, whatever. That, like, got, essentially, like, I don't know if colonized is the word, but, like, you know, forced into, like, taken over by another, greater nation, and, like, resent about that, and blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. Like, that, like, the writing for Crow that was, like, more directly connected to the overall plot and world building and shit like that, that was done really well. But then they were, like, weird about him otherwise, and he was like the pervert. Haha, he wants to put his classmates into skimpy outfits. Like, okay. I'm not totally against that character existing, because obviously it's... Some people are just... horn dogs, but like... Well, there's a bunch of high schoolers, it's like... I do wish they had made him more just like a jester. Because he had some good moments as like... You know, the quote-unquote
So
character
this is
he's
Brand
playing.
New Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place.
In Cold Steel 1. It's just that it was soured, definitely, by the, you know. Anyway.
Look, there's an orchard.
The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history.
Used to.
I've heard there's an old abandoned septia mine to the north of here.
You seem to know.
Sounds
lot
like a
about the place.
dungeon.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner.
Why? An airliner would have been so much more convenient.
Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach other places.
I wonder who said this.
You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. Is pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training.
Dad really said that?
There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal.
That's exactly right. It might be a good idea for you two to take on that challenge if you have some time.
And how small is Emeria? So who are you guys anyway? Merchants from Bose? Yeah, totally. I know what I saw, and I told them so too. Since this is Louis we're talking about, he's probably mistaken. He's probably just been looking at the stars too much if you ask me. Yeah, tell your friend. Tell him he's wrong. Hi there, I don't think I've seen you around here before. Welcome to Ravenue Village. What do we got here? Regular old ingredients. Nice stuff. Is it cheaper to rest here? Otherwise I won't. No, it's about the same. That's what I expected, though. Welcome. Are you here to stay the night? Oh, Apple. Yeah, I won't hang around here too long. What did we have to do here, specifically? Ravenue Village, Ravenue Monsters, head along the trail behind Ravenue Village. I know, because I'm the one playing the video game, what behind Ravenue Village would mean. But I do feel like, well, I guess if it's being delivered to someone in Bose, they would have that. They would know, like, oh, it's opposite where you would enter when traveling from there. But it's a little bit, yeah, we need to talk to Elder Horizon. Let's look for an old man. Orange? So let me guess, are you here to buy fruit? I'm sorry to say this. My husband is outside. If you need to speak with him, would you mind going to the orchard? I assume your husband is Elder Horizon. This place is so fruity. It has so many fruity people. Hello. This year's weather is good, and it looks like any kind of fruit will ripen up nicely. My favorite type of fruit, gray. Emperor makes up a large chunk of Western area we know nothing of. East, besides Calvar Republic. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because there's definitely, like, the... You did get the idea that, Erebonia was big, with how you had to take a train basically everywhere. And it took, like, several hours to get to most places. With, like, the closest location to, School Town. What am I forgetting? I should know that very well by now, but, you know, it's still, like, 30 minutes away by train. It's the South Peninsula. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I'm slowly putting together the map in my head. Alright, hello. Trista, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, closest, like, notable place to Trista was still, like, 30 minutes away by train. Which isn't bad by any means, but, like, you know. Man, I just can't get Gray to listen to any common sense. Yeah. That sounds about right. Excuse me. Terrain element. Right, a bed in here. Yeah, I assume it must be the guy in the orchard. What's this up here? Ah, well.
Huh?
Huh?
Might you be the ones from the Bracer Guild?
Northumbria's. Who guessed it? North. Yeah, like, where's Southumbria?
Did you see the request on the bulletin board?
Yep, we sure did.
This is wonderful. My name is Ryson, and I guess you could say that I'm the elder of this village. As I'm sure you're already aware, there's been a vicious monster roaming the trail behind the village.
So do you know what kind of monster has taken up residence in the area?
No, I don't think anyone has gotten a good look at the thing. However, it may be one which lies in wait for its prey.
That's useful
When
information.
mine was active years ago, This type of monster often appeared and harassed the workers.
I see. So it lies in wait, huh? It's going to be a bit of a pain to find then.
Just harass them. Didn't, like, properly attack them. Just was, like, annoying, though. We don't talk about South Umbria. Yeah, true. I still need to watch the anime. I've got a lot to catch up on is the problem.
It looks like we'll just have to hit the trail and see if we can find out where it's hiding.
Like, with regards to the anime, specifically. Like how we don't talk about East Virginia. Yep.
After the mine was abandoned and people had stopped going up that way, we had believed that the monsters had gone into slumber.
You know they don't just... You know when someone goes to sleep, they
So why in the world is one appearing
they
now?
wake up eventually.
It's almost time for us to begin planting saplings this year. As a way to keep the villagers from worrying, I've had Figaro standing guard at the gate and not told anyone else about the monster. Please exterminate the monster as soon as you can.
Why can't we leave the village? Road construction. The people left in this village are those who managed to live through the flames of war 10 years ago. I hope we can all continue to work together. Oh god, yeah, I keep forgetting how recent the war is. You can definitely tell, though.
I'm sorry, but you can't go beyond this point.
But
I shouldn't be telling you this, but there's been some rumors going around that there's a vicious monster out there on the trail behind the village.
dude, you're doing so bad at your job! We were just told that you're not supposed to tell anyone, and we aren't even from the village.
Yeah, and we already talked to the village elder about it.
Really? So does that mean you're with the Bracer Guild?
Yep, that's right.
Oh man, it's a good thing that you're here. The season to plant saplings is almost upon us. It would help out a lot if you could exterminate this monster before things get really busy around here. Anyway, be cautious out there.
My god, dude. Okay, let's say before we run into the thing, I assume we're gonna... It's gonna be very obvious and we're gonna get a chance to, you know, approach where it's obviously gonna attack us. And initiate the battle, but... There's just gonna be, like, a crate with a stick holding it up. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, it's to the west. Estelle is the type of person who would see a crate propped up with a stick with food under it and would just go for it. No thoughts. Head empty. Oh, a line attack. I didn't even realize he'd gotten this. It's, That's a little disappointing. He's not positioned quite correctly. I love line attacks. They're useful occasionally. Just keyword, occasionally. Yeah, let's just slap this one. Ah, didn't actually kill. Oh well. There we go. Nice amount of damage.
All right, we're good to go.
All right. Where did you just come from? That's warning than I expected, honestly. You're Fate Spinner. That sounds a little bit familiar. Can't imagine where I'd heard that before. Goddamn, okay. I want Sylvan Guard. Definitely get morale. Try that again. Nice HP heal. Then we taunt after this. Can we take elements? Just resistant to Earth. A large monster lurking in the mountains attacks with surprising speed for its size. I'll see how it responds to arts, though. Yeah, let's taunt.
Pay attention or I'll hit you.
She don't lie. Let's get it.
Let's do this.
I think this is a different color palette than the Fate Spinners and Erevonia usually are. At least from what I remember, but it might just be the different, graphical style that's making me think that.
Seems it came up short.
Yikes! That scared the heck out of me. I wasn't expecting a monster to pop out like that.
It looks like it followed the sound of our footsteps and then attacked us. It almost caught us completely off guard, too.
If it had attacked one of the villagers, who knows what might have happened. It's a good thing we took care of it before anyone else ran into it.
And surely there's not any others.
Agreed. Anyway, we should get back and report to the village elder.
Right.
Okay, let's go.
Because why would there be? Thankfully, that wasn't actually that deep in, so we can just zoom on back and be fine.
Oh, it's you guys.
We survived!
I just felt some sort of tremor, so the monster came out after all, did it?
And we took care of it too.
Pretty fast, actually.
Are you serious?
Yep. Consider that monster exterminated. It was a bit feisty, but not a problem in the end.
I feel like this is gonna be, like, the monster's about to run up and attack us, and it's gonna turn out like, uh-oh, the guy we fought wasn't actually the real monster.
Thank you, Adios. This is wonderful news. It would have been a real mess if we had monster trouble pop up any later. I'll hurry and let the village elder know. You guys really did us a favor. I know there's not much to see in the village, but please enjoy the relaxing atmosphere.
We'll do that. Thanks.
But also, this is a side quest, so it wouldn't be surprising if it was really that easy. Exterminated monster. I'll talk to the village elder, but I imagine I don't need to. Please. Oh, it's you young bracers again, is it? I've heard the news. You exterminated that monster on the trail behind the village, did you? Yes, we did it somehow, I guess. It was pretty tough in the end. Now looks like we'll be able to plant our saplings this year without any more worries. I'm really grateful to you all. We may not have much to offer, but please know that you're always welcome here. We appreciate that, sir. Okay, it's good to know. So next most convenient thing to do would be the thing that was on the west trail, I believe. Yeah, because I'll double check the location of the Neville Valley, but I'm pretty sure that was east. But yeah, West Bowes Highway. Yeah, Neville Valley is east. So, yeah, we just return to the trail. Could rest before I do that, but I still got pretty good EP, so I'll risk it. How do I leave this place? Definitely want to heal, though. Alright, let's keep going. Let me turn the camera north-facing, because that's easier to read. Hello! Do you want to die? Forgot they're actually pretty resilient. Yeah, let's use a firebolt. Nice crit. Anyway. Nice. Too bad that strength up was wasted. One more. Or not. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Alright. Is that over there? Just another of the weird... whatever those are. Little markers. Those are like mile markers. West Bowes Highway, so there's supposedly a monster out here. But I'm pretty sure we're about to come to the end of the West Bowes Highway. But I mean, who knows? Okay, there's another section of it at least. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have seen it on the path over to the village. Never mind. Road trail. That... I just feel like we've heard that before. Can I just keep going? Am I gonna be allowed to do that? I might as well try. Cause I'm curious. Nice, okay. Let's heal her real fast. There you go, Shara. We might not get the opportunity before the battle ends. Yeah, no. Let's make that happen, though. Tear. On both of them, actually. Cause yeah, we're on the map. This leads us to... yeah, past the Crone Mountains. Down to Minoria be the next on the list, or the Bren Lighthouse. Generally just in Rouen. I'm curious if we can get all the way to Rouen. I imagine we won't be allowed in, but who knows? Oh yeah, we can get to the Genis Royal Academy here too. And there's obviously the tower over there, but sure, why not? Let's see how long we can get on this path before we get stopped by some plot event, or whatever. Some thirsty guard. Who really needs tea, or whatever it was. Nice miss. Please hit this one, thank you. Yeah, it doesn't take much from physical attacks.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Yeah, now we can heal Estelle. He's waiting for her to take a little more damage. What's down here? A chest! The chest has been cleaned out. Villainous! It really is. Hello! There's a lot of you. What do I want to do? Can only hit one at a time. Decent amount of damage, though. You're weak to fire, right? Water, actually. Not weak to fire at all. In that case. Actually, yeah, I might as well use the AoE. I'll only hit 2 of them, but that's fine. It's something. Let's do that again. I just want to get rid of one of them. At the very least, before they attack. There we go. Right, they explode. Uh-huh. As you do. Yikes. That's fine, though. Yeah, we'll do another AoE. She has plenty of craft points, so I might as well use them. Nice miss. Before anything bad happens. There we go. You think so, do ya? Let's see. Seems worth it to dual strike this one. There we go. That's a good bit of damage there. Let's heal Joshua since you're actually close to the enemy, and Shara can attack from afar. Actually, yeah, we can actually get heals for both of them. Nice. Love that.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Who needs to be careful? It's really satisfying when you get 9 of Sepith. Just seeing that big line of Sepith on the clear screen is really good. Big fan. You think so, huh? I really... Never mind. She does in fact have an offensive art, finally. Or an offensive craft. I know words. It's a pretty big area, too. Don't know how I just have been missing this in the menu. Reasonable amount of damage considering the area, but a little disappointing. It's fine, though. I like they just got to recast immediately. As you do. You're closer to death. Let's heal Joshua before he gets exploded. They don't do a ton of damage when they explode, so it's not too big of a deal, but... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And for no particular reason, I'm exploding that one from a distance. Nice crit. Almost there. Sure, we can fuck around.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Goofy. Okay, let's heal. And that's the end of your EP. Now, we use sponge cakes. Glad I made a ton of those. Hey, chest. Well. Well. I really should have seen that coming. Oh boy. Usual setup. Let's go. Morale up. So I'm about to use an S break once I get to that critical. And Sylvan Guard. Get that shit.
Here I come.
Nice. Absorb nutrients. Better not. I'm grateful at least that they aren't like super bulky like the last mimic monsters we fought. Cause that shit sucked. It seems worth it to just fire off on him. Yeah, because that one, yeah, that did most of its health, so I might as well just beat them all down to the point that I can at least take out a couple of them. Shouldn't speed up. Anyway, so I can take out a couple of them pretty easily. Yikes. Yeah, let's take out that one. Hopefully. Let's go. Not considered a mini-boss. I guess that makes sense. Wisdom. I didn't read the name earlier, I really should have. This is not gonna kill her. Sure is fine. Hey. Alright, honey, you're doing bad. Let's heal you up.
To go.
Yeah, wow, you're weak to mostly fire, but not really resistant to anything, so there's that. Did it just fail to absorb nutrients? Because that's... love that for us. Don't do that, though. Could have saved a nest break and stolen that crit, but it's fine. Almost. Oh, that doesn't even matter. I mean, it still would have been nice, because damage is always good, but... still. Yeah, 10 health left. Amazing. Goodbye. You'll be fine. Like I said, fine. What do I do? Let's do potluck in a shell just so we can actually use that one up. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Man. This seems worthwhile to, like, get the recipe down for. Floral jelly. Nice miss. A crit on that is not really threatening at all. Yeah, let's keep it going. You're actually injured. So we can focus on you. Do a little bit of that. Now that there's, you know, a reasonable amount of enemies on the field, Estelle can reasonably, you know, take their hits and not immediately die. Especially if they're gonna use that. Less so this. She'll be fine. Like I said, literally not even a risk. Let's use another art. How much damage did they even do? Didn't pay attention the last time. 138, okay. That's pretty good. Another firebolt should do it. So yeah, you probably want some food, huh? Let's get that done for you. She'll be fine. Nice crit coming up for us. And then one of them's also getting a crit, but you know, if we just kill him first, there's not really an issue. I'll just use the crit for this. Yeah, respectable amount of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get another S-break with her before the fight's over, just for funsies. I say just for funsies, but it's probably gonna be what wins us the fight. Do I want to do anything funny with this? A little bit, yeah. I wish it gave us, like, the damage class. Well, actually, no, it does. Wait. S-craft. So, okay, no, it's indicating craft and S-craft, Yeah, going back to what I just said, I wish it told me the damage classes like they do in Cold Steel. Because that was really useful. Definitely want an upgrade on weapons as soon as I can, though, because... not doing great. You probably want to heal again. If Shara dies, then she may well. That's not a great time for a crit. Yikes.
I'm sorry.
We have Reviving Balm. So, that's good at least. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Aye. Bit of a waste of a sponge cake earlier, but it's fine. Oh, well. She needs a heal badly. You'll have Joshy Boy using our ear strike. That'll do it.
All right, we're good to go.
Good shit! Pearl earring. What's that do? Pearl earring prevents seal, and also the skull pendant prevents death blows. Ooh. It's pretty nice. Sure, we'll give you that. Freeze? Sure. What did you expect to find in here? I don't know. Some more fun. That was a good time, though. It's a nice mimic. Where does this take us? Ground Pass. Yeah, I assume this is gonna be what stops us from continuing. Nice, 669 Salge. Let's go. Here we go. Hello. Sky Bandits, huh? Sounds like a troublesome group. However, this time General Morgan is spearheading the investigation. It's only a matter of time until he's got this bunch locked up behind bars. You think so? Huh. Where are we gonna get stopped? This is due to the rugged terrain which covers the Crone Range. Sky Bandits may just be hiding around here somewhere. Which is why the border garrison has already investigated this area on multiple occasions. So you're ushering us on, are you? Despite my appearance as a soldier in the Royal Army, I love to cook. I can get the chief's permission so I can cook here at the checkpoint. Just so you know, the traveler's quarters are over there, so feel free to use them whenever you need. Traveler's quarters? Do you mean I can just... I can't use these. General Morgan has issued an order to bolster security in the surrounding area. That's because we still don't know where the Sky Bandits are hiding. The mountainous areas are an especially good place for them to make a hideout. Need to tell my men to get squared away as well. Huh. Alright. Am I gonna... Yeah, there's no, like, plot explanation. The door's just closed. And none of the characters have any reason to ask them to open it. So you can't do that. Yeah, it's fair enough. All the way back we go. But yeah, there was a monster on West Coast Highway. It must be just like off the trail somewhere. So I'll keep an eye on the minimap for any like diversions. Not doing the best on healing items, but I'm doing okay, so. Just gonna periodically save in case I get, you know, ambushed and die. Don't want to have to go all the way back again. And in character, you're not ready to move on to the next area yet. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're not ready to move on to the next area, so they have, like, literally no reason to request passage. Ah. Meant to do that. Which is why I'm gonna run. Just used to, I guess, more modern games being like, Here is an in-canon explanation for why you can't continue on. There's actually, see, there's a barricade, and, I respect it, for sure, but it definitely can get a little, like, alright! If you say so. I'm on the East Bowes Highway, or the West Bowes Highway by now, right? I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have to the area flags, but I think I am. Yeah, it's just town. Take you a while to clean those landslides. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, you can't move through here yet. There's been a landslide. What? Any other routes? No, this is the only one. No one has thought to, you know, carve out an alternative path in case shit happens. It just suddenly happened, exactly. Oh my god, you went onto the new area and now you can't go back for some reason. Isn't that so weird? You just went through the town gates and suddenly they're not allowing new travelers or anything. Isn't that so funky? It did say West Bowes Highway. You're cleaning it alone, yeah, right? And no matter how long you wait until you do something completely unrelated, it's still like that. Thunderquake. It's been spot roving the West Bowes Highway, so apparently it's just like... That might mean it's a regular monster looking... Or, like, not that it's a regular monster, but that, like, it's roaming around like a regular monster would, you know? Please. Where is this guy? Clearly not here next to town. What the fuck? Surely I'm not the only person facing this issue, and I kinda don't care enough to hunt it down, so... I am just gonna look it up. It's surely... I suppose monster. West Bowes monster. Yeah, here's an actual, like, X marks the spot on the map. That's what we're looking for, baby. Yeah, so we're currently... Trail, that leads to... Bowes. This map looks different, but... So I brought up a map that marks it, and it shows, you know, east exit, Bowes, west exit, Crone Trail. It's not the same shape as this map at all. I have it on my phone, so I can't conveniently show it, but... Huh? I'm just a little confused. Maybe... Okay. So it's not... The little location tags on the sides here aren't necessarily like... That's immediately where you'll go. It's just like that's where that direction will lead you eventually. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's up here. Yeah, it's this guy. Can't imagine why I didn't spot him earlier. It's really a mystery. A large monster is prowling around. I'll leave him alone. What's he done to me? Big fish. Very weak to Earth, but we don't have anything like that. Monster not native to the Bose region that emits a blinding shock. Yeah, if this proves difficult, and I kinda doubt it will, we can run and try and get that unlocked, since I'm sure it's as easy as just like finding the right Earth quartz. Be good to have it, regardless. Just for the variety. Let's do the old Sylvan Guard. World Shaker! It's a big animation! And continue on. Try and get that S break. Let's give Joshua another, or not another, but we'll give him his own Sylvan Guard, just for funsies. And then morale. Won't reach Shara, but that's fine. This is mildly concerning. Probably need to Sylvan Guard herself. That chip damage, though. If it works, it works. How quickly can you heal? I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh no, you're gonna use World Shaker again!
Can't be.
Didn't think you could. Somehow I assume that big attack that deals like 1,000,001 damage might have some sort of restrictions on it, but I guess not. Silly me. Who cares about game design, right? Just deal enough damage.
We're good to go.
Force the players to deal with it. It's fine. And then... she might get killed in about 2 seconds, but, you know, not much you can do about that. Yeah, of course you just get to cast it again. Because why not, right? Yeah, so she's just down forever now. So that's fine. Good lord. Are you resistant to wind at all? Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, we're just gonna have to build up an S-break. Almost there, though. I'll wait a hot second. just to see if I can get a critical, but can't wait too long or I'll just get killed. Please heal yourself before it can attack, thank God. Because it's gonna use World Shaker again, because why wouldn't it? If there's a way to, like, slow it down, that'd be really nice. I'm sure I can get that through some sort of time ports. Because that's the main thing, is making it do its attacks less frequently. I would think. How about it? Crit, please? Soon? There it is. You'll love to see it. It's fine. Alright, let's have you just use an item to heal yourself. You'll be fine, buddy. How fast can you heal yourself through? Not fast enough.
We're good to go.
And that crit is almost here. And then hopefully Estelle will be able to take advantage of the physical up at least. Can't live for 2 seconds, apparently. And you can actually heal yourself fast enough this turn, so that's nice. Get that crit.
Let's do this. Ha!
And please, God, do a lot of damage. We've suffered long enough. It's reasonable. I would have hoped for more, you know, from a crit, but I suppose that's asking for too much. Yeah, I really want her to heal, but I want to take advantage of that physical up. I gotta do it like this.
Here I come.
Strength up! Probably not gonna be as good as a crit, but yeah, that's okay. That's like fine. From here, can probably use some time arts. What was it you had again? Right, Soul Blur. So that's at least not resisted. Yeah, yikes. Well, I hope Estelle can heal herself fast enough. Because otherwise, this is going to be a little, well, I could Slappy, but I'm not confident it would do enough. Yeah, she can heal herself pretty fast, so there's that. And also, Joshy Boy is going to get a physical up. A strength up, as it were. So we can take advantage of that. And actually do one of these. We're done. Sorry, Shara. We'll get a res for you eventually. It's cute that it, like, makes the step at, like, the bigger size to indicate that you got more than 9. Definitely returning to town, though. Punch it harder together. Exactly, true. If we just both punched it. Hello, didn't notice you there. We're just making our way through. This game really lets you get away with 100% chance to flee in every single battle. Not complaining, but it sure does. Ugh. It's at least less stress from, you know, zooming through the environments, because the worst that could happen is we get snuck up on and have to take a few hits, which usually isn't too bad. Yeah, let's rest up. Because holy shit. be getting a pretty good payday from this. So that should help. Let's definitely upgrade weapons, though. Do that before we do anything else. Although I think the rest of our missions aren't really combat-based, if I recall. Hey, 7th class.
Good work. It looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back again if you have anything else to report.
0 has low-level achievements. Huh? Huh? Like, achievements for doing stuff at low level? Or... Oh, so I can look at... Right, the new quartz. What does that do? It's a space elemental quartz that allows you to see enemies from a distance. It depends on what it unlocks, really, then. Because... nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Interesting, though. Yeah, let's go shopping. So we should have enough for at least one weapon upgrade now. Yeah, one. And I'm biased, so... Stun rod we go. Equip that real fast. And sell the old one. Alright. Now we definitely need to buy some healing items, buy and craft. Yeah, still doing more damage. Should help a good bit. Technically, Joshua's our main damage dealer, but again, I'm biased, so... Could I please... Okay. Yeah, you had most of the stuff I needed. All, actually. Every single thing I need. Actually, I did get a couple more recipes unlocked. This one seems... yeah, it's gonna be... a little more annoying to get. I assume this is, like, another monster drop that I'm missing here. It is nice, though, having something that's seemingly primarily monster drops. Gelatin could go either way. I could see it as either something you buy at a store or something you get as a monster drop. But I assume monsters. But yeah, sweet sponge cake is really what we want right now. So we need a lot of milk flour. Just gonna get the same quantities again. Milk flour. And 10 of these. God, I forget how expensive that is every single time. It's literally listed right there, but still. Seeing the price come up on screen is a little different. Am I missing anything? Good? There we go. Quite nice. Okay. Aside from buying a couple revives... Actually, I did have a thing that can revive, didn't I? Yeah, potluck in a shell. I might as well do that. Nice that that's based off of monster drops exclusively. You don't get a ton of health from it, but still. What next? Tender poultry, 5x. Let's see. Do we already have that? 'Cause seems pretty plausible. Tender poultry. No, please. Yeah, we got plenty. Where'd they say they were? Yeah, right, at the rich people restaurant. Does that pay well? For what it is, I suppose I'll take 800. Just feel like, you know, the rich people restaurant is, you know. Who needed it? Gwen. Gwen? Nope. Allow. Oh wait, you know what? Duh. We can go back here.
Yes. Can I help you?
Hello, we're here with the Bracer Guild, and we have a delivery.
Oh, thank you so much for going to all the trouble. I'm sure you must have been busy with your other work.
It was no problem at all. Helping those in need is what our job as bracers is all about.
Yes, it's just like Estelle said. And now with the airliners at a standstill, it's a difficult time for all of us.
I really appreciate you saying that, but the little bit of Mira I'm paying just doesn't seem like enough.
Never mind, you're fine. You could give me less, I wouldn't mind.
Oh, I know. Please let me do this for you too.
Huh? Do what?
I'll teach you how to make my specialty omelet.
Yo!
You mean the one served here at Aunt Rose?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
It's the secret recipe!
Is
Can
it
we afford to
okay
make
for
them?
you to be giving out your recipes like that?
Don't worry, it's not a problem. Even
I
if
suppose
you
it's a
make
matter
dish
of the
just
quality
like
of the
recipe
ingredients.
says, it doesn't mean that you'll get the same taste.
Sounds like you've got a lot of confidence in your cooking.
Remember, it's not about whether you're good or bad. It's like the relationship between a musician and her sheet of music. Depending on the person, the song will sound different, even though the music is exactly the same.
That's pretty profound.
A recipe, in the end, is nothing more than a framework to make something delicious. By only following the rules, you'd be surprised at how many different ways the end flavor turns out.
Liberal omelet.
Score! We'll have to give this a try later on.
Honestly, I was expecting Omaris. I was like, this has to be.
Estelle, now this is just a little pre-cooking advice, so don't take it the wrong way. But please read the recipe before you try it.
How rude! What are you trying to say? That I'm the worst cook ever?
Yeah, maybe.
Then make sure you measure how much seasoning you put in. A pinch of salt doesn't mean that you should drop a fistful in there, you know.
I'll show you a fistful.
Well, following the setup of any recipe is important, but enjoying what you cook comes first. Surprisingly, that's probably the best framework for any recipe.
See? Now that's what I'm talking about. I totally agree. And thanks for the new recipe.
My pleasure. Come and enjoy a bite to eat here every once in a while, too.
Nice. Okay, what else we got to do? East Bowes Monster and Nibble Valley Monster. Okay, so that's both on Eastways. And I should be able to afford an upgrade for Joshua now. Never... wait. Oh, yeah. I'll have 1,800 after this. Which isn't enough, but after fighting the East Monster... The East Highway Monster, that should be enough. So yeah, sure, we'll do that. Yeah, we can do that, come back, return them in, get an upgrade for Joshua, and head back out. Be on the lookout for any monsters. I assume it's gonna be deeper in. What are we... That's Hawking Gate up there, we knew that. Right. Any more details we got? Roving the East Bowes Highway. Okay, yeah. It's a scorpion. Hello. Do we need to do this? I don't think we do. I think you can just leave us to go attack whatever the fuck this is. Also, There's those monsters again. But we're popping out of the mimic. Hello! Preemptive attack on a monster that I can't really discern the back of. It's always interesting. That's something I do think the games could improve on, is that, like, you get bonuses for attacking monsters from behind, but some of them don't really... Like, you can still do it, but it's, like, very difficult as hell, if not impossible, which way they're facing. I guess you could just observe the way they're moving, but... Now, to be fair, that's arguably the reward of, like, investigating them enough to know which side you have to attack them from. But still, it'd be nice to have a little bit of an indicator. Like, there's those enemies in, like, the, endgame dungeon 1 and all the shrines. They're like the little... like... They look like obelisks, but upside down, those guys. They're always annoying for, like, not being able to distinguish side from side. Well, I didn't find it that time. Excuse us. Didn't mean to run into you. Where is that monster? The scorpion. This feels like it's... It feels like it should be, like, hanging around on top of this hill here, but... It sure isn't. Huh? Thought I saw something right there. But I guess not. It's gotta be in, like, the south side. If it is, you know, if it's not on one of these, like, northwest straits, because I feel like I would have noticed it otherwise. You know what? This might be the play, it's just to flip the camera the other way. Hello! We're just making our way through. Don't mind us. I would fight them, but it doesn't really feel worth it when they're not going to give a ton of experience. They're just babies. That's just a regular monster. Not our scorpion. Cars racing by outside. Hello? Any monster? I could go towards the north path here. No. No, I really can't, can I? Because, yeah, it immediately leads to the Eisen Road, which isn't where we want to go. It's not exactly our destination. I wish the, you know, different sections of the road were labeled, like, in Cold Steel, where they're like, such and such Road 1, such and such Road 2. So you could, you know, in the quest listing be like, it's on whatever road, 1. And, you know, at the very least, the segment of map it's on. And usually they just mark the minimap as well. Not here, though. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think they do that. I mean, they didn't... When I was looking at the map on the last monster, I knew exactly what location it was in, and there wasn't any marking for it, so I think that does confirm it. It's definitely a more old school JRPG in that regard. You're just like, yeah, good luck. Because being annoyed at having to hunt through an entire area 10 times over equals difficulty, I guess? It's definitely a questionable design decision. I'm glad we moved away from that. Hello? Scorpions anywhere? If I don't find it by the time I get to the other end, I'm just gonna look it up. Because this is... It sucks. This leads to the, like, icy area that we're supposed to go for. Yeah, Nimble Valley. Ah! There you are. You're just kind of small. You're just real small. What you doing over here? There's a lot of you. There's kind of a lot. Yeah, let's clock up. Same old, same old. If it works, it works. She does have enough craft points for morale.
Come on!
Alright. Queen Scorpion, a large multi-legged arthropod with a paralyzing toxin in the barb of its tail. And King Scorpion, they got 3 queens. My 3 weed smorking girlfriends. Let's go. The Witch to win, which is very nice for us. What's the description on this guy? A large multi-legged arthropod with a very potent poison in the barb of its tail. It's just the same. Nice physical up that the one is getting, the king. That's a little bit of a concern, just slightly. At least he didn't get his shit cancelled. He didn't get his attack cancelled. So we can still do that. Are they resistant to water? Yeah, the king isn't. Yeah, feels worth it. How much is this gonna do? Because they're pretty weak to that. Ooh. Oh, wow, okay. That's a lot more damage than I expected. Alright, let's queue up another one. Then Estelle can do cleanup work, or Shara actually can do that pretty well. Yikes. How fast can you... Not fast enough to save his ass, because he's gonna get poison damage to death in about 0.2 seconds.
We're good to go.
Probably could have healed the poison, but... Eh. Right, we're gonna have you on cleanup duty. I could have AoE'd, but that's fine. Actually, I couldn't have. She's too low on CP, actually, so... We're fine! I made the right decision. Ish. Yeah, let's keep him topped up. Oh, that's way too long of a delay. As you do. Let them have their fun. Oh, they're just all but one gonna miss. Getting there. Okay, now I can afford to just use an art. That one's nearly dead. I might as well just kill it. Never mind. That's not enough. We are getting there, though. Might as well just use Dual Strike. Or apparently not. Well, heal yourself, I think. Can you kill it? Nearly, at least. There we go. And this one is weak to earth, but what doesn't it resist? Anything. Anything works. Anything goes.
Oh, are we done already?
That was pretty easy. But yeah, I think we're gonna head back to town and get our upgrades in. I say upgrades, it's one. It's just Joshy Boy getting an upgrade. But that's worth it, because he's our main damage dealer. Hello, we're just passing on through. Just killed something much bigger than you, so, you know, maybe stay away. Almost there. There we go. Time to turn in those quests. Do we have to talk to anyone for that one? No, okay. It's just another report directly to the branch immediately after.
Good work. It'll come back again.
Alright. And down south we go to go shopping. Hell yeah, look at that upgrade. Good shit. Get that equipped. That's what we're looking for, baby. So can I? Don't need that anymore. And save. I think we're still doing fine on healing items, so I could probably just, like, run out and do the other quest without much worry. Yeah, we still have most of our healing items. So, we're fine. And just to verify... Yeah, Nipple Valley. So now we head out... past the splitting the road leading to Hocking Gate, and it's on the next one. Let's get it. There's Hocking Gate up there. Oh, up this way, right? Yeah. And hello. Are we having a good day? We doing fine? Excuse me. I love monsters. I love when they're directly in my path. Ay. Now, I'm not normally one to promote bulldozing through a forest, but I feel like we could have had a straighter path on through here. That doesn't look like an S. That doesn't look like several S's. Here we are. Yeah, it's just generally somewhere in here, right? Master Cryon. What's it crying on? head this way. Ah? Right, area transition. Hello. Is it just the one I had fought earlier in the west side of that split there, though? This is possible, it's just always there, and you can just attack it before the mission, too. But I didn't know that they would. Is it off this way? Hello? What's this? You've done rather well to get to this place. There's not much I can offer you, but make yourselves comfortable. Yeah, can we rest here? Uh-huh. For the night or something? I wish there was a mini-map here. That'd sure be nice. Yeah, clearly not up here. Is that a... That's just some detailing. When I was only able to see, like, a fraction of it, it looked like it might be a bridge. Yeah, we head up this way. It should, thankfully, be pretty easy to spot. Hello. What are you? Snow mantis. Okay. But yeah, this is a pretty open area, so... Unlike the forested trail, there's not really going to be anything that's covering it up. Tall guys. Very tall. Hello. That looks like a mimic. Just real fast. No particular reason. We're gonna be healing. And saving. Oh, never mind. Straight R. Let's see. Is that an improvement? Yeah, very much. By a whole 2 points. It's pretty significant, you know? You've taken everything from me. Everything! Lovely. There's nothing over here. So clearly we have to head the other way. May have been right in the first place. And it really was the one that I just fought on my own for funsies earlier. No quest required. That we now have to fight again. Or there's just 2 boss monsters in that area. For the love of God, let me out! This place is so twisty. This is not the correct way. Unless this is a different... No, okay, it's just a different camera angle. Right, I forgot I'd turn the camera a little. It probably helps to reset it a bit. If I'm to have any hope of remembering my path. Okay. Try this one. Hello. Not what I wanted, exactly. I'm pretty sure this is what happened the last time, too. Yeah, okay, giant foot. That's not what we're looking for. we can just keep going, huh? Alright then. Just save in case anything stupid happens. 'Cause that was annoying to navigate. Not the one singular monster over here, but, you know, the entire east side. That's just another of the same guy. Yeah, what was it again? It was, yeah, Cryon, Master Cryon. So something that's like... I'm imagining... God, what's the Pokemon? Someone that's basically a big snowflake from Unova. But I'm imagining basically that. Huh. Wonder what a Master Cryon looks like. Oh, right, duh. We've seen Cryons before. Seen them in Cold Steel, they were around Ruhr. And in other areas, I'm pretty sure, but that's where I remember them specifically. We should be fine. Got some explodey, guys. That'll be fine, though.
Pay attention, we're all in you.
See if this works out. So the boss doesn't care. But that's fine. Get that shield going. That's not concerning at all. That's fine. That's less fine. So you're about to attack. So, I suppose it doesn't really matter. They all have the same health, I assume the same... Oh, no, this one's a bit hardier.
Let's do this.
I'm trying this so I can, you know, get rid of one of them before it does anything, but... It works out. Yikes. Sweet sponge cake. Yikes. We're not allowed to live over here. Yeah, he actually has some craft points built up, so I'd like to preserve that. She can't heal herself fast enough, so we're not going to do that.
We're good to go.
Now I'm wishing that healed for more, but it's cheap, so, you know. Let's just keep, nice and healthy. Hey. At least no one died that time. That's something. They're gonna crit, which is fun. It's very fun for us. Yeah, I mostly just wanted to keep Estelle alive so that she could keep this crit on her. I feel like we're gonna want to wait to bring him back up so he doesn't just immediately get knocked down again.
We're good to go.
Probably should have canceled the boss's art. Might have been smart. Yeah, okay. What are we weak to element-wise again? Fire... water? Sure, let's try that. See if we can't make that happen. Ay. Yeah, not quite.
I'm sorry.
Can't reach, huh? Yeah, this is gonna go well. Yeah, there we go.
Can't be.
Oy. Nice couple of crits in a row. I suppose I might as well take advantage of that. We are gonna use... Actually... Can morale still reach him? Yeah, it can. And then... Try this one. Because he shouldn't actually go up to it to attack it. Yeah, then it won't actually hit him. You'll love to see it. And a firebolt for one of these guys. And we definitely just need to get rid of him as soon as possible. Rather than trying to set up some super advanced funny thing. I probably should have chosen a different target. That's gonna have to be fine. This is a little bit backwards, but you know what? That's fine. I really want him to move. Yeah, I think that's for the best. It's not a ton of damage that they deal, but there's enough other damage going on, but that I really don't want that to cause any problems. Yikes. I really should have used her ass break. I was considering it there, but I was like, well, maybe I'll save it for something. Yeah, what? Yeah, the one thing with the potluck in the shell. Potluck in the shell. Potluck in the shell is that it doesn't heal for much. That's the counterpoint to it being cheap. Let's firebolt you, because this one should kill the little guy. Yeah. That's a decent amount of damage. We take those. Yeah, airstrike should deal, yeah, neutral damage. So that... This part should be easy. Should be. Should be. I mean, let's just... Easy. That's it then. Anything over here that's fun? Yeah, there is, baby. Ah, this better not attack me. Guitars. Yeah, right there. I like that I just got an upgrade for him, and... I mean, hey. Don't mind me, like, briefly forgetting what a guitar is. I knew it, but I was just like... My brain is like, I'm gonna throw out that knowledge for right now, when it's essential. I feel so empty. Okay, let's get out of here. Nice reward, though. Even if it made that 2,500 Mira feel like a waste. Because it was. Because I didn't use any physical attacks anyway. So it goes. Hello, we're leaving immediately. Excuse us. Ugh. I mean, it'd probably be a good idea to attack this guy so I can get the invuln. Just in case. We're free-ish. Hello. Nice surprise attack. Goodbye. Now we have to go up and down. And we have to return after this to finding our news people, who are just like, they've just vanished. I've looked everywhere in town, to my knowledge, aside from like a couple of residences that would be really weird if they were in.
Good work. Come back again.
Alright, yeah, that's everything except for that one. It's like, you would think he'd go to the bar. You know what? He might be in one of the hotel rooms. We need to go there anyway to get some wrist. Because, like, the first guess I had was the bar, and that didn't pan out. Oh. Aw. She's gonna get some nice food. No one. No one. No one. Well, alright. Apparently not. I thought that would have been clever. Ah! There he is. Our little PogChamp.
God damn it!
I just missed him last time.
This ain't a joke, you know.
Well, found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having his article rejected really that much of a shock to his system?
He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Though, he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by.
You're one to talk. Don't they sometimes call you bottomless Shara?
Oh, please. Bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Aina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and my disposition remain unreddened.
So she says.
So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush.
Oh, come now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely. And everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it.
It's certainly true that Aina is like a bucket to share a sieve, but no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless.
I'm sensing disrespect, children.
Good morning.
Where am I?
Good, you're awake. Sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know.
My head. What the? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goddess. What the hell am I doing in Roland?
Yeah, welcome back. Let's roll with this. It'd be funny.
Made my way to Bose.
What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose. And so are we.
Aww.
Oh. Well, damn. Don't scare me like that. Ooh. And I see you've got a lovely lass with you.
Name's Sherazard Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two.
Sherazard. Are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance?
Oh? You humble me, sir. I take it you've heard of me then.
Only rumors, I'm afraid. But yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose.
Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed.
Good as ass.
You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. He seemed pretty troubled.
Damn, they saw that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any.
That's what I figured.
Damned Army's regulations on the spread of information really restrict what I'm able to learn anyway.
Imagine.
And if I try to consult General Morgan at the Hawken Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So, I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendary voluptuous mayor. But a maid turned me away outright. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything! Great Adios. Tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life?
Quite a lot, actually.
Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. But if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you.
Huh?
We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now. So naturally, we've met with the mayor and General Morgan too, for that matter.
Holy crap. You serious?
Yep, totally.
Score! And the goddess gets a point. Blessed be the bounty of Adios. Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail.
We'll be glad to. However, aren't you forgetting something, Niall?
Huh?
You owe us 3,000 Mira.
Information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first. Get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally.
You want Mira or something?
Yes.
My research funds are long exhausted at this point. I'm sorry to say.
We're not interested in your money.
I am.
We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself. That being the case...
And here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured, it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination.
As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Give it to us straight, okay?
Fine, fine. I'll tell you everything. On my honor as a newsman. I've got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper.
We're
Oh,
ready
boy.
whenever you are.
Man, way to go, Joshua. You're on a roll.
Yeah, get his ass.
Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we'll know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills.
No kidding.
The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west. I talked to a villager who just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently, she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident.
A
The
huge
airship.
shadow flying overhead?
Yep, airship, I told him. Maybe even that missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing.
Oh, you meanie. You raised our hopes only to dash them straight away.
So, you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything?
Last.
That's what I'm saying. I warned you it wasn't big news. I went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too, what with that information embargo in place and all.
Well done. Now, let's hear that second clue of yours.
Fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division is on the move.
That is interesting.
Intelligence division?
I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination.
That's the one, yeah. Supposedly, they're so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite the whiz kid.
Quite the whiz kid.
With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already.
General Richard. Interesting.
Doesn't seem like your information will be of much use to us in our investigation.
Yeah, well, can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't help you much on your end. But a promise is a promise. I scratched. Now it's your turn.
Of course. A deal is a deal, after all.
The intelligence division is an interesting thing. So they have a new powerful division that's in charge of something pretty major, and yeah, that could be a bit of a risk. That could turn out to be bad for everyone. Just a little bit. Joshua told Niall all about the incident in Roland, as well as the information received from General Morgan.
Copwas, Sky Bandits, a ransom demand to the Royal House and the Airship Corporations? Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed! That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find!
Caught your fancy, did it?
Absolutely! I could definitely write my article now. I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy, post-haste! See you later, you wonderful people, you!
Ain't he happy?
Wow, his spirits certainly lifted fast.
Well, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural.
His spirits lifted fast, and now he no longer needs his spirits. Good shit.
I'm glad we could help him out.
Well, look at you. From Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute.
Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating. A little give and take, nothing more.
A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside? Or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love him.
Oh god.
But anyway, I guess we've really only dealt with scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you'll need to burst out some really questionable negotiation techniques.
Questionable, you say?
Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside.
Yeah, can we not?
Anyone else a little bothered when Niall talked about that huge flying shadow thing?
Yeah, it sounds like a dragon.
That eyewitness report from Ravenue? I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it if the army already checked it out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself after all, but one of his men. And some of those guys are pretty thick-headed.
That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate.
You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. I think this is a splendid idea. Let's head to Ravenue then, shall we?
Got it.
We could have just waited until now to do that mission. Alright, that's fine. I can deal with that. Also... you can't edit voice volume. That's... a bit sad. 'Cause it is a bit quiet. So I've noticed. But yeah, let's head out. Why not? Got places to be. Actually, how am I doing items? Bad a little bit, but it's not the worst. Yeah, revenue. We're just gonna need to. Lovely. But we're just gonna need to run on through. Top speed. There's really not anything interesting over here, so... Would that we had fast travel. But we don't.
Huh?
Huh? Who are you?
Oh,
You have a sprite. You have a whole portrait.
Sure,
Not
Zard,
suspicious.
Is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak.
Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the airliner incident?
No, I'm here on some chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you.
Interesting.
Is that all you got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right?
Cassius Bright, taken hostage? Don't make me laugh.
You already did.
That old man's not going to get beamed by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken.
I'd like to believe that too, but...
I wonder who this guy is.
I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer.
You don't say.
By the way, where are those prats you got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me.
Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids.
Yeah, that's a surprise, all right. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it.
Why are you looking at us like that?
This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur.
You got that right.
Are you sure she's really Cash's daughter?
You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth?
She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark, and I'm just his adopted son.
Is that a fact?
Just.
Oh well, it doesn't really matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Well, take it easy, Scheherazade, and be careful not to let these brats drag you down.
Yeah. And make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself, either.
I'll keep those words in mind. Oh, right, Scheherazade.
His portrait doesn't really match his sprite.
Was it you who took care of that monster near the mine?
Colors are off. Hairstyle's off.
Yeah, well, actually, it wasn't just me. It was us.
I don't think any number of trainees would have made much difference. But anyway,
You'd think
good luck
that.
in your search for those Sky Bandits. Later.
But she's the one who ended up...
What's with
She wasn't dead for that fight, but...
He really pisses me off.
I see. So that was Heavy Blade Agate, huh?
Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name.
Yeah, that is a stupid name. She's right.
Agate Krosner, Senior Bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he is one tough customer.
We need to fight him.
Whatever. I don't care how tough he is. He's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway?
He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much.
There are a number of things in his past I can't go into, and those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father.
Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry to Ravenue Village.
Yeah, let's keep moving. We got shit to do. And that does not include fighting random monsters. Oh, the twisty paths are so... There's something alright. I just need a straight line, carve through the terrain. There we go.
Alright, let's see what we can find out about the sighting.
So what do you suggest? Should we just go and talk to all the villagers?
People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden.
We should do it anyway.
I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it.
Okay.
Okay. We know where to find him. Right over... here. What's up with you?
I see you're all together. What brings you all up here today? Are you here for a visit?
No, not exactly. We're actually here on business.
Again.
Although, if it's possible, I'd really like a glass of your fruit wine.
Oh, ho, ho. Things in the world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got a chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you?
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, but that's probably about it.
I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh?
A loner. The village elder closed his eyes for a moment as a look of sadness passed over his aged features. Is there a connection here?
What's wrong, sir?
Is that your, like, grandson? Son? Probably son.
It's nothing really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area.
No, actually, we're in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting.
Ah, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed.
That's because they're clowns.
Really? Is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky?
It was one of the children in the village here. A boy named Louis.
Oh yeah, there were the other kids who were like doubting him.
He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid any way you think about it. So he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep.
Surely that's it.
Imagined it, huh?
I guess the best thing we can do then is ask him directly.
You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir.
Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask.
Alright, let's find that kid. Not that there's really much finding involved here. Yeah, it was you. Nope. Apparently he's moved. What'd you say? Hasn't come over recently. Yeah, I didn't think he'd be in here. I assume he's back home. Wherever that is. Clearly not here. Ah! Is that you? There you are.
I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants? Here to buy fruit?
Actually, no. We're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers.
And we're here to buy vegetables.
Bracers? You mean like agate? I don't know. You don't look all that strong to me. Especially because you're a girl.
How to write kids. Step 1.
Why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with a staff, do you think you can still call me weak?
You haven't done anything. Never mind. She can spin it.
That's amazing! It's like a tornado!
I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now, how about another amazing demonstration with my staff?
Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that?
And she's done.
Anyway, are you Louie by chance?
No longer impressive.
Yeah? But how do you know my name?
We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a bit more about what you saw that night?
Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything.
That's fine. We're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw?
Yeah, first lesson, kid. Don't trust the army.
In as much detail as you can remember.
Okay. You see, I like watching the stars at night. So I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night, when I was out here looking up at the stars, I saw 2 shadows moving across the sky.
Now, hold on a minute here. You
Two
say you saw
shadows.
2 shadows?
Yeah, that's right. And they were different sizes, too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid.
Interesting.
2 shadows, 2 sizes.
That's consistent with an airliner in the Sky Bandit airship if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner.
And the 2 shadows just kept on flying north until I couldn't see them anymore.
So north is...
There's a trail that continues behind the village, and it leads
Been
to
there
an old
before.
septium mine which was abandoned some time ago.
We've been that
The
way.
soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail, but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have just been dreaming. Then they laughed at me, like I didn't know what I was talking about.
Oh boy. The little boy's eyes started to well up with tears.
Oh, enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry.
Oh, Estelle. Come on.
We're not like those stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either. And we're going to prove it.
Really?
Darn straight. You just leave it to us. So, no more crying, okay?
No, you're allowed to do that.
Okay, you're a real nice person.
As usual, she's got a knack with the kids.
Yeah, maybe it's a virtue.
Huh? Why are you two looking at me like that?
It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we've got stuff to do.
Right. Let's
To the
hurry down to
trail.
the trail behind the village and see what we can find.
And I'll see if I can remember the place I went last time. Oh, I guess... It could be either direction. Not this way, over here. Save before we get into any trouble. Let's head this way first, because, yeah, we can head more north ways by going over here. It's just a dead end, though. Nope, still empty. Not more beefsteak? Sad. Anything over here? Yeah, there's another north route. It just takes us immediately south again, but... Well... Deathblow too. Reduced to searching empty chests? That's really sad. You're not wrong. It's not a great situation to be in. Lots of chests over here. The chest is empty, but it wouldn't be empty if you put something in it. They got a point. Yeah, we definitely want to head to the mine, because it was mentioned. It's not far off. Only 140 salvage, which isn't too bad. Wouldn't be surprising if they took up, like, a hiding spot in the mine. Set up base there or something. Hit the passengers, that kind of deal. It is convenient. I could definitely see the soldiers, like, not wanting to bother going in the mine, because, like, who in their right mind would go in there? It like, feels like it's gonna be that kind of deal. No chest over here. I was really expecting one. Alright, any chest over here? Yeah, there is, baby! I am error. Love it! Okay, that's definitely progression. Nothing over here. So we continue onward. Abandoned mine, you say? I'm sure there'll be nothing dangerous in here. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and
This
padlock.
looks like the entrance to an abandoned mine.
It kind of reminds me of Mulga Mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted.
It seems that this place was abandoned quite some time ago. The padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently.
And yet, huh?
Which means that there's no possibility that the Sky Bandits entered through here.
But it might have entered through somewhere
I
else.
wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place.
You're probably not gonna find any clues searching around an old mine, that's for sure.
What's wrong, Estelle?
Maybe it's just me, but do you feel any airflow coming out of here?
When you say out of here, do you mean the mine?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see.
Joshua wet the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out.
You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here.
She's very perceptive.
Just like I thought, huh?
Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? I wonder if you get that from your father.
My dad doesn't have anything to do with it, but forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine?
There's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere. It's probably worth checking out.
Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off.
Hey, don't you even think about doing that. For now, we'd better head back to the village and talk with the elder. He
Man.
might have the key.
You're no fun, Shara.
Right. We love busting locks. It's more fun that way. Up and around here. And the exit's off this way. Eesh. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Can't we just phone the village elder? Feels like that should be an option. Hello? But where'd you go? Why are these NPCs not where they're usually at when we need them? Okay, the kid's not over there, so it's not like he's gone off to talk to that kid. I assume not in this random house. Yeah, no. No. The inn, maybe? Not sure why he'd be here, but... Random persons... no, this is just the elder's house again. He's just gone. And no one has anything to say about it, which is weird. Like, you'd think when you go into the house and don't see him, they'd be like, hey, he's gone. Maybe we should check out blank. Yeah, this makes sense, though. September calendar, 1192. Here rest the souls of 6 righteous people who lost their lives in the flames of war. Yeah. That makes sense. Leap, Abel, Nicole, Wilhelm, Irina, and Misha. May you all find rest with the goddess.
So this is where you are, Elder Ryzen.
Oh, it's you young bracers, is it?
You got a key?
Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it?
It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago.
Yeah, for 6 persons worth of a grave... It's a little less extravagant if you look at it that way, isn't it?
Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray, and this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities.
That's terrible.
There's no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right?
Oh, right. There was something we wanted to talk to you about, but before that...
Would you mind if we paid our respects as well?
Oh.
I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer.
Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture.
Very sweet.
So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside.
After I heard
'Cause
Louis'
they're
story,
clowns.
it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out just in case. So, would you mind lending us the key to the entrance?
The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer.
But did you?
All right, here it is.
Okay. Success.
This should get you inside.
Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Ryzen.
This will really help a lot.
Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try and return the favor.
We put the key in the lock, we tried to turn it, it breaks.
Thank you. If everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier.
We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything.
I would appreciate that.
Can we just skip to us getting back to the mine? Like, this feels like a nice fast travel moment, you know, where they're just like, suddenly there as part of the cutscene. We've already proven we can get there, you know? Not sure what else I have to prove at this point. Ay. Oh, the twists and turns. I do hope we can get a form of fast travel later on. I don't know, like an airship. That was nice in Trails of Cold Steel. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock.
Let's use this key we borrowed from the village elder. Whew, that was one heavy gate.
Let's have a look inside, shall we?
I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert.
Let's get him. Oh, the mine theme. Look at this little creature. Look at all of them. Murder crab. Crustacean monster living underground. Weak against arts. May call for backup. Don't think we want that. And then Shara with the firebolt. Easy peasy. Nice to have an AoE art, but that's also usually pretty expensive. So I'll take what I can get. Okay, go down here.
Man, it's right in here. Huh? Isn't that the...
Quiet, Estelle.
It looks like we've hit the jackpot.
Ain't this interesting?
Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place.
Funny line for you to be saying right now.
What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all.
This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size.
Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that. Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship?
Let's worry about that later. We've got to figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again.
So, this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don could be a real slave driver sometimes.
That's gotta be the eldest sibling, right? Like, logically.
Oh well, once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice, fat ransom.
Funny how close we are.
Hold it right there.
Who in the...
The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world.
Get 'em, girl.
The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived.
Fantastic.
Huh?
The League of... what?
You bonehead. Why do you always get carried away like that?
What is with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying all that stuff alone.
You're... the ones who Joe said had a run-in with back in Roland. Ah, this can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early.
Yeah, the plot got a rewrite.
Can't be right. We're not supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about?
Were we supposed to be led
In
here?
accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes, you'll come along quietly.
No, now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us?
As far as you know.
See anybody else, Bandit Boy?
So you're not involved with the others then, huh? Then that simplifies things. Let's get 'em, boys!
We get to fight the brother! Alright. Clock up again. Produce a bomb from some unknown pocket. Hammer space. Yeah, let's taunt. 2 is as good as it's gonna get, but that's probably fine. Thanks for helping out. Spreading him out a little bit so it doesn't hit Estelle. Appreciate it. And self and guard on Joshua because he's about to get attacked. Miss. Clown. Timing didn't really work out in self and guard, but that's fine. And then... let's do a morale.
Come on.
And then self and guard on yourself. Oh, that's a crit. That's a crit right there.
Let's do this!
Stealing that for myself. Wow. You're not that strong. Alright. Let's get all of them. Why not? That feels pretty good. this one's almost down, so might as well. Let's just have you attack Kyle just so you can move away from everyone else. Wasn't completely successful, but saved a stealth. Never mind. She's still doing fine enough, though, so... we'll take that. Yeah, let's have you attack him again. Keep the damage coming. Nice misses. Get rid of this guy. And you know what? You're nearly dead. Just send Josh after you for a couple turns here, as you do. Goodbye. Nice crit. Hell yeah. Easy.
Piece of cake.
Ow! You guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beat by you three.
Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy.
Oh, Kyle.
Surrender and let the passengers go.
You really don't know anything, do you? What was it that you called yourselves? League of the Exceptionally Dim or something?
Ooh, burn.
Team name? You're dead. Look out!
Yeah, of course.
You've got to be kidding me. Another smoke screen?
It's too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers.
Later, losers. Welp.
Oh, some of it got in my eyes.
Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister.
This can be pretty bad.
Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away.
Well, you know what they say about the rule of threes.
I get demoted for this at the guild. There's not much I can say in my defense.
Oh, Shara, quit acting like it was all your fault.
We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's gotta be some other constructive things we can do.
Well, well. You sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we were able to take back the airliner. So how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside.
Right.
Alright, we save here for sure. This is gonna be the real boss fight. Imagine.
Wow, it's pretty bare in here. There's not a piece of cargo left.
Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least, judging by the looks of things.
At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place.
They did say pretty explicitly that they didn't get everything. Like, I get his point, but they did very much say that.
Here's a lift car.
It looks like the same type as those at the landing port. The Sky Bandits probably used this to move the cargo.
Did they want that? I mean, to be fair, I get it. Said something about heavy stuff that was, like, not necessarily valuable.
I wonder what this is.
It's the Orbal Engine Control Panel. It looks like the flow of Orbal energy has completely stopped.
Hmm. So, the ship is basically busted. For now. Maybe it just needs energy.
It looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I'd love to sit here.
Don't even think about it.
And yet...
Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have on.
They were with the bandits all along. Plot twist! That's the eldest sibling. That's what it is. Okay, so that just all leads out to the top of the deck, which makes sense. Nice luxury seating.
Right in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place.
Kind of uncomfortable. Wouldn't want to sit there. Well, actually, I kind of would, a little bit. It'd be kind of sick. I'm assuming this is the kind of thing where you just have to leave and they'll be like, we didn't find anything in there. No, apparently not. Nothing.
We don't have time to be looking around anywhere else.
Man.
Right now, our first priority should be investigating the airliner.
But it'd be fun. It is interesting that the mine opens up like this. And there's like enough space overhead for an airship to land. Must be outside, right? Something I missed there? Okay.
We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside.
Guess I didn't expect that you would go here before the other spot first.
There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship, and then to wherever their hideout is.
Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero.
Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished.
We've still got some trails from Zero.
Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this?
Huh?
As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means that the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbment gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout?
Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So, why'd they hide the airliner here then?
Suspicious to see an airliner going off of its route and it'd be very easy to track?
All I can think of is that they did it in order to...
Sort the cargo, for sure! Because their hideout is somewhere weird. Yeah, keep clear of the search party, I would imagine.
It's true the airliner is rather large and easily seen, and in that sense, it would seem highly likely they would leave it in a different place than their hideout. However, that alone couldn't be considered a decisive reason.
Man.
From my guess, I would imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place.
Oh, it's the one that's like weirdly phrased, like it's in a weird location.
Maybe 10 to 15 arg in size. In short, a peculiar place in which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandits airship could land.
Okay, that dialogue option was not clear enough about what it meant.
Interesting.
How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandits' hideout.
Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's the possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot.
Then what can we do?
Charter an airship.
Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation, because they're the ones with the patrol ships.
What? Now you're trying to tell us that we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help?
Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be.
Even if they're dicks.
Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound.
I guess you're right. This isn't a time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me.
For the time being, let's head back to the guild and report our findings to Logren. We should be able to contact the hacking gate if we use the orbital telephone.
Do I have to walk all the way back there? Man.
Great. Now this was something I did not expect.
I wonder if we should be glad, since they've saved us the trouble of having to contact them.
Now it looks like we stole it.
We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you.
What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shifty.
Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest?
They clearly knew when they were gonna arrive, so that's interesting.
The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence.
So maybe they gave him a tip-off? Yikes, though.
General Morgan?
Why are you here?
After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated. So I came to see for myself. Who would have thought the lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits?
Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happened to find this place one step ahead of your men.
If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are?
Over there. Run.
Are the hostages inside that airliner?
We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape, and there are no hostages to be found here.
It looks like the truth has come out. Most likely, you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming.
Wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap?
So he's just an old man who makes accusations wildly with no evidence.
My thoughts exactly. All right, men, take them into custody.
Oy.
The General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days.
So for the time being, the cell will give you a place to cool your heels.
Great.
This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say?
If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible.
Huh?
You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early."
Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he?
And now they notice.
You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you?
I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that...
The Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua?
Well, let him say it.
Well, if that's the case, which means we were the
Ma'am.
only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them.
Wah. Hi, Goth. Good to see you. Hope you're having a day.
But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback.
My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix?
Oh, God.
Huh? Did you just say something, Joshua?
No, I didn't say anything.
It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar.
Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be
Ma'am, do you...
Unfounded self-confidence?
I mean, you know what? I can't really complain about my cat cutting off that voice line.
And tone of absurd narcissism belong to...
It's you, isn't it, Olivier?
You do remember my dulcet chords.
Ah, that's true, Goth. So sorry. Well, I hope you're having a day.
To think that we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny.
Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose.
And now you're locked up in a place like this. What the heck did you do?
Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak.
I'm definitely not asking now.
Only been away 20 minutes? I see.
I'm sure we'd just get tired while you talked our ears off.
What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing.
So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done. And I'm not ready for wrinkles yet.
Come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me.
Oh boy.
Didn't you listen, dummy?
It all began when we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Beau's Market and then moved on to the Anteros restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill, so I was asked to stay and work as the professional pianist for the restaurant.
That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist.
Ha! A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to
Apparently.
my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira.
I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier.
We met him very recently. What are you doing, Miss Ma'am? Do you need to be taken down from there? Causing mischief as always. Okay.
Yet I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail.
Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I'd had the chef prepare. But the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough.
The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on. I'm curious in spite of knowing better.
Well, I'm glad I'm glad you're doing better now, at least.
Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183.
So that.
Chardonnay? From the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City!
Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself.
Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here?
From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira.
500,000 Mira? For just one bottle?
That's out of this world, and you didn't. Did you, Olivier?
Ha! Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle.
Did you drink all of it?
I don't think I can listen to this any longer.
Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity.
I'm completely dumbfounded.
The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking, and as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I am not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink, but for some odd reason he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in, and, well, one thing led to another and...
Yeah, that's about right.
I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So, let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma.
Good night, Estelle. Good night, Joshua.
Idiot.
Good night, Shara.
But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a... And even assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening?
Of course. Get some good rest.
Hey, you three, get up.
I'm tired.
What's wrong?
What? Are you trying to tell us we're being interrogated this early in the morning?
Yep.
That's a little early even for me.
No, it's just the opposite. You're being released.
What?
Why all of a sudden?
Is there a reason for this?
Yes, I like to consider myself that reason.
Yup. Hey!
Mayor Mabel?
Well,
What an unusual place to be meeting you.
I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you, but don't worry. Your names have been cleared.
I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybelle herself. You'd better remember to thank her.
So, you mean...
Nice having connections. Spilled some water on your keyboard and your gaming session got cut short. Oh, yeah, that's painful. I understand completely.
Mayor Maybelle stood up on our behalf?
No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan.
Our situation?
Yes. I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright?
Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua.
I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena.
You know her.
You knew my mother?
Yes. I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby.
Now, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew he was in the military before, but...
I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service.
Interesting.
He was a rare strategist.
Strategist? Dad?
I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me.
Yeah, you have a good time over there.
It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring.
I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe.
However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army, from the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men.
I get the same impression.
So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad?
That tracks.
That dirty, rotten scoundrel!
How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you.
Oh, sure.
Is something the matter?
I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something.
Well, if you've forgotten it, it can't be important, right?
Now that you mention it...
What could it be?
They allowed you to keep that in there?
Oh,
I mean...
how callous people can be at times.
I guess.
How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable. How pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory.
We can't do anything for you.
Yeah, I completely forgot about him.
I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you.
Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought?
He chugged it.
Indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render.
Uh-huh.
You're quite the interesting character. All right, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release.
Really?
Truly.
Who
Don't!
would do such a kind service for a man such as myself?
I think that might be asking a bit much.
If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to at least be a lawsuit.
Well, there's no need to worry about that.
I feel like that speech bubble is pointed the wrong direction.
You see, the owner of the restaurant is me.
But I feel like we knew that. No, they said the owner of his restaurant was out at some point.
Huh?
And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter.
Yeah, alright. Yeah.
I can't believe you were released.
It's like a stroke of bad luck.
Please, don't lay on the compliment so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single mira.
Can I have that guy's luck, please? Yeah, honestly.
Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that?
I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there.
Yeah, maybe.
I, for one, don't believe he'd mind a bit.
Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin.
let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us.
But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine?
Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work?
Oh no.
Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring.
Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this?
Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work or our sanity?
Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic, but of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group.
That's the kind of line that gets me really worried.
But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'll be short on manpower.
Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that?
Of course I don't mind.
He's not worth it.
I'd never let you down, so please be reassured.
Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyways. So I know you won't let me down.
I'm glad things are settled between you all. Truth be told.
Tell us?
Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened?
Just from the way he talks, not worth it. Yeah, no, he's a treasure.
Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Boza's South Block. The weapon shop and Orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences.
What?
So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits?
It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation.
I see. I guess we'd better do an investigation of our own then.
Suddenly reminded that I didn't actually remember to put in the fixes for the dub.
Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses.
Nice.
I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess when that happens, it happens.
Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits.
Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence.
Can Olivia do that?
Alright, my bosom companions. Shall we head to the South Block?
See ya, Goth? Yeah, I'm gonna need that luck.
Look, buddy, who made you king of the show?
But I think I'm about to end anyway, so... Once I pick up this reward... I need to point the camera north, or else I'll die. Yeah, let's get this.
We've received.
That's a lot of Mira. Yeah, we'll take that. And how you doing, bud? That's a downgrade. Yeah, this is fine. Well, I don't think he's... Seagull is probably... whatever. But... Sure. I'll worry about it later. We'll call that pretty good. We'll call that pretty good. So yeah, thanks for joining me while I did some more Tales of the Sky. On the weekend I'm gonna be doing some Pokemon Scarlet. Probably gonna be doing the raids that are going up. So that should be a good time. I might also do some shiny hunting if I have some extra time and energy for that, but we'll see. We'll find out. But yeah, I'm gonna see if there's anyone online who can raid. And of course on Sunday also, we're gonna be doing some Minecraft with the boys as usual. But that's about it for now. I do have my stream anniversary in about a week though. And I am planning on doing something on the day of, so there's that. Probably, you know, something when I put up my schedule. And yeah, Looks like Wiggly's online. And I can't resist. I can't resist a good Wiggly raid. Yeah, let's get that started. Alright, go on and say hi. Wiggly's doing some art. And I'll see y'all around.